Alright guys, well, James at Rampant Lion Reviews again for you today. For this one, we are doing another little beer shop video, and this is the first one of these that I've filmed in quite some time. So today I am in the Holland Road shopping centre in Singapore, and we're going to have a little look at this place behind me, Beer Force. So apparently this shop has been here about 7-ish years. It used to be a franchise of Thirsty, but then just before COVID in 2019 they became independent and did their own thing and became called Beer Force. So yeah, this is a really nice little shop actually. So we'll do as we always do, we'll go in, we'll have a little look around, and we'll see all the different things that they have. I've been in and had a look around myself and it is pretty good, so let's crack on with this one. Beer Force, Holland Road Shopping Centre, Singapore. My first beer shop visit video in quite some time. Let's do it. Alright guys, so yeah, we're in one of these little shopping complex things that you find in Singapore. This one isn't quite a hawker, but yeah, it's still pretty cool actually. You know, the thing I'm really impressed with Singapore is like how clean it is, and it's just great. But yeah, there you can see Beer Force beer shop. Yeah, and you can see quite an extensive selection on the outside here. So yeah, when you come into the shop, you've got a lot of nice stuff here. It's interesting because mainly it's foreign stuff they're selling. So they've got a bunch of things from Cheeky Monkey, who, if I remember correctly, are from Western Australia. But yeah, they've got a whole bunch of stuff from those guys, and Rocky Ridge Brewery as well. Very good selection of things from them. You know, you can see here they've got fest beers, Mexican lagers, IPAs, stuff like that. Yeah, bunch of stuff from Rocky Ridge, including their core range. You come over here, they've got Duncan's from New Zealand as well. Whole bunch of stuff there. Some more Cheeky Monkey. Then Parrot Dog, who are one of the more old school breweries of New Zealand, if I remember correctly. Anderson Valley from the US. A few things down here from Deep Creek Brewery, which are quite interesting. Barossa Valley Brewing, quite interesting too. Don't think I've tried some of their stuff. But then you come up here, they have some beers from, what brewery is this again? I forgot. This is Beers from Christchurch in New Zealand. But then yeah, we've got some One Drop from Australia, one of the best sour and hazy producers in Australia at the moment. You've got Funky Fluid from Poland, Hop Nation as well. And they've got a bunch of things from my second motherland of Sweden, Brewski, Helsingborg. A few other Australian and New Zealand things down here, as well as a bit of Northern Monk from England. Mountain Culture, love these guys, doing some really interesting things. A little bit of Stillwater. This is the first time I've seen Stillwater kind of on their own. Most of the Stillwater beers I've had have been independents. You've got the Urbanaut stuff, some Vault City things from the motherland of Scotland, Wylam from Newcastle, some of your classic Belgians, a bit of Chimay, Orval, Saison Dupont, Westmalle, Rochefort, Duchesse de Bourgogne, Delirium, bit of Lindemans as well. A few kind of non-alky and cidery type things over here as well. So yeah, nice little selection. But if we go back to the other side, they've got a whole host of American things, and then over here it's Korean and other Asian things. So yeah, Superstition, Cider House. This is quite interesting. I've never tried anything from these guys before. A few things from Deschutes actually, which they could be quite interesting. I never thought about getting some of the Deschutes stuff, but yeah, they've got some of the classic IPAs like Fresh Squeezed IPA, stuff like this. They've got a few things from Stone as well. Yeah, some more Deschutes up here. Some classic Sierra Nevadas. I actually drank one of the torpedoes here because I hadn't had it in a very long time. Drake's Brewing Company, who I don't think I've ever tried, come to think of it. Knee Deep, who I've seen in Hong Kong. Those guys are doing some very, very good stuff actually, and we did have a little taste of one of their beers. But yeah, you can see a whole host of different things there. A few things from Revision and Knee Deep as well. It was Simtra that we tried actually. More stuff from Revision down here. So yeah, Revision have obviously just done a big shipment. But there you can see a barrel-aged Rasputin from North Coast Brewing. That could have been very interesting to try. Yeah, you come over here and this is where you're finding some, yeah, a mix of different things actually. So we've got Bear Republic, who are from California in the US. A little bit of Garage Project from New Zealand. They were one of the first New Zealand breweries I encountered back in the days. We've got Seven Bridges, who are from Vietnam. Then we come down here and you've got some Korean beers. I forget the name of this brewery, but I did buy one of their beers. This is Playground Brewery, these ones that you're seeing here. Yeah, a bunch of stuff from these guys, you know, different IPAs, pale ales, chocolate stout. I believe about the chocolate stout. Yeah, then over here you've got Soul Brewery. Soul Brewery, from what I understand, are more kind of sessionable beers. Then you come down here, you've got a little bit of Fürst Viacek from Berlin in Germany. Ithmas Brewing Company, I forget, I think these guys are Australian, if I remember correctly. New Zealand, I'm telling you lies, I apologise. But yeah, some Far East Brewing from Japan. Off Day, who are one of the local Singapore breweries. A little bit of Young Master from Hong Kong. And if you come over here, you've got some Gorilla, who are from Busan in South Korea. A little bit Heart of Darkness as well from Vietnam. And yeah, then you've got your fridges. So basically they keep one of each beer in here that you can stay and drink if you want. And yeah, they've got quite a nice selection. So this is Deb. Deb is fabulous. She comes in here. You said you don't work here so much anymore,
a couple times a week.
Couple of times a week, but you'll find Deb more often at Heart of Darkness
in Singapore. Yeah.
In Singapore, yep. And then we've been chilling with Ken as well, and yeah, we had fun. You can see that there. But yeah, so this is a little view of Beer Force Beer Shop here in Singapore. Really nice little venue, I have to say. And this is always the thing when you come to different countries. You want to meet different people, and you meet good people in the beer community. So yeah, Ken and Deb have made it a fun time here. So we'll sign off on this one. This is Beer Force in Singapore. I forget the name. Holland Road Shopping Centre. Holland Road Shopping Centre in Singapore, and you've got a good selection of stuff from across the world, which is obviously very interesting. Singapore, not so many bottles and cans available here apparently, but still really nice. But yeah, Beer Force Beer Shop here in Singapore. I think we'll finish off on there. So as always, check out my social media, check out their social media. I'll put the links in the video description below. But there you go.